Podcast 5, the fifth of a series of 10 linked podcasts that take you through the first phase of the German Revolution. This is about the way in which the Republic was actually proclaimed. The key word there, as you can see, is the word accidental. See Carr on page 240, who takes you through these events. In previous podcasts, I've consistently drawn your attention to the fact that Hebert, the leader of the majority socialists, who has had power in a sense hoisted on him now that the Kaiser has abdicated, and remember his intentions are to sort of like divert the popular mood away from revolution towards a constitutional change. That Hebert never intended for Germany to be declared a republic at this particular stage. Okay, from his point of view, he has been given power temporarily. From his point of view, the German people need to decide on what future system of government Germany should take. Should it be a republic? A republic basically is a country in which there is no longer going to be a monarchy. The head of state will be an elected president, not somebody who inherits power through family. Or should Germany continue to be a monarchy, albeit with a different monarch, because the Kaiser has abdicated, and albeit with a monarch who will have a more of a power-sharing approach, in which power will be shared more equitably with the people through the Reichstag. But Hebert is absolutely convinced that it is not his responsibility to make that decision. He believed it's the responsibility of a properly elected constituent assembly. A constituent assembly is basically like a special Reichstag, a Reichstag elected by all Germans. That includes all social classes, not just the workers, but also the middle classes and the upper classes. And that specially elected constituent assembly will decide what system Germany should have for the future. Should it be a constitutional monarchy or should it be a republic? But it's not his position to decide. Now, what happened then on the 9th of November, as soon as the news came through that the Kaiser had abdicated, was from Hebert's point of view very, very unfortunate and something that was not planned. And this is perhaps an example of, when as historians we ask, well, what makes things happen in history? And we often say, political events determine the course of history, economic events determine the course of history, but one of the factors is pure chance. Now, the chance event on this particular occasion was, where you're looking at the picture of it here, the man on the balcony in Berlin. He went out onto the balcony, was Philipp Scheidemann, Hebert's deputy, the deputy leader of the Social Democrats. And you imagine what he's looking at is a huge crowd of people gathered in front of the Reichstag, and Scheidemann went onto the balcony, and the intention was to announce the abdication of the Kaiser. Fair enough, the Kaiser has abdicated, the people need to be told. But basically Scheidemann, I suppose, got carried away by the crowd and by the moment, and he, in announcing that to the crowd, he suddenly declared to the crowd, "Long live the great German Republic." Now, behind him in the shadows was Hebert, and Hebert was absolutely furious with Scheidemann for doing this. You can imagine when Scheidemann stepped down from the balcony and went back into the room, he would have had a real dressing down by his boss, because Hebert said, "What you have just announced is unconstitutional. We have no right to declare that Germany is a republic. Germany is still an empire. The people have to decide whether Germany becomes a republic, and that can only be done once the Constituent Assembly has been elected." But in a sense, the damage had been done. Scheidemann had made the announcement, so the word was out on the streets that it wasn't just the fact that the Kaiser had abdicated, but it was the fact that the whole of the monarchy had abdicated, his family had abdicated, and that there was no longer a monarchy. Germany was now going to be a republic, not a monarchy. The final point there, okay, as evidence, Hebert, remember, has been given power to kind of make the point about what he believed, when he signed his first proclamation to the people, he signed himself the Imperial Chancellor. It showed his position. Okay, it showed he believed that he was still serving the Emperor, although the Kaiser has abdicated. Strictly speaking, Germany is still an empire, and so he called himself the Imperial Chancellor. But the damage had been done. Okay, so that was the situation, the way in which Germany became a republic, an accidental proclamation. That's the end of this podcast. Thank you.